Right. Well, you know, Juan, it's just like the material support laws that we're challenging in the Supreme Court were a broad brush effort to go after lots of people without proving that they engaged in any criminal activity. Well, another way that the government did this after 9/11 was not by passing a new law, but by exploiting old laws for purposes they were never designed to serve. And the material witness law is such a law. It gives the government the power to lock up somebody who has not committed a crime. But it has to show that that person has relevant evidence to an ongoing criminal proceeding, and if he were served with a subpoena, which is how you usually get someone to testify, he would flee. And then you're supposed to bring that person in to testify within a relatively short period of time because he's an innocent person who's being locked up. In Mr. Al-Kid's case, the government, and many others, in fact, the government used this material witness authority not for the legitimate purpose of detaining someone who would otherwise flee and who they wanted to have testify in some kind of criminal proceeding, but rather for the illegitimate purpose of locking up someone who they were suspicious of for unspecified reasons, but as to whom they lacked any probable cause of criminal activity, which is what you usually need in order to lock somebody up. And so what they did with Mr. Al-Kid was they locked him up as a material witness and then imposed significant restrictions on where he could travel and what he could do for nearly a year, and never called him to testify in any proceeding whatsoever. It was clearly a pretextual use, and Mr. Al-Kid sued the Attorney General and those under him who were responsible for using the law in this way. And the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, in a decision written by a judge appointed by George W. Bush, said that Mr. Ashcroft has to stay in the suit and can be held accountable because he himself devised and publicly extolled this policy of using the material witness law for this illegitimate purpose of rounding up people as to whom we lacked any probable cause of criminal activity.
David Cole, I want to thank you for being with us, attorney for the Humanitarian Law Project, law professor at Georgetown University, editor of the new book, The Torture Memos, Rationalizing the Unthinkable, on the Supreme Court for the first time reviewing the USA Patriot Act, or parts of it. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. Stay with us. After break, we will talk to a mother whose two daughters, twins, diagnosed with a rare form of cancer when they were 4 years old, were denied health care by Cigna. Stay with us.